Hi everyone, welcome back to the CHEMUK webinar. This is our third webinar in the lead up to the event. In this webinar, we'll be going through marketing, we'll have a video from PR, and then we'll go through operations. So firstly, I'm going to be going through the marketing side of things. What we will cover, we will go through My Easy Fares, Visit Connect and registering stand personnel, the event app, as well as reg links. So first of all, lead generation, My Easy Fares. This is all about managing your online profile. In this section, I'll just be talking about the Innovation Gallery. So the Innovation Gallery is available under Manage Profile. In this section, you can add your top innovations or new products. The Innovation Gallery is viewable on our website and it will come up like this section here. The Innovation Gallery allows more exposure, it allows you to spotlight a product launch, and it allows for more customer engagement. So invitations, registration, and marketing. This is all about inviting your clients and prospects. So you have your own personal registration link, which you will find under this tab in your My Easy Fares called Invite Clients. Your personal registration link allows for accurate tracking, streamlined data collection, and better follow-ups and automation. When you share your reg link, it will come up like this, where it says CHEMUK 2026. Under here, we also have a Gleaning link that some of you might have seen. This is our social banner, so it's also a registration link. So you can share this via multiple platforms. This includes LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, email, whatever platform suits you best. We also have our leaderboard. So currently, we have first, second, third, and a massive joint fourth place. The leaderboard is really important. This is basically your opportunity to be entered into a draw where you can win a free weekend away. You can take friends, family, colleagues, whatever you fancy. It's a little incentive to help you guys share your reg link. So the CHEMUK event app. This is really important. Every exhibitor should have this downloaded. It allows you to collect your leads. So any visitors that come to the event, you can use this app to scan their badges. It allows you to manage your schedule, connect with your prospects, and maximize your on-site opportunities. In this event app, you can also see the floor plan and a live 360 view. You can see all of the different show zones. You can see all of the networking opportunities and all of your connections, and you also have a personalized schedule. So before you download the app, you need to have registered as stand personnel. This can be found in your Manage Stand section on your My Easy Fares profile. So when you go onto there, you'll see this tab here that says Stand Personnel. You click this and you select Manage Your Personnel. Underneath will come up with Manage Your Stand Personnel and the Visit Connect tab. You select Visit Connect and it will take you to the Visit Connect page. On that page, there will be a few forms to fill out, and that's where you register every person that will be on your stand as stand personnel. If you have any queries about this, please drop a message in the chat or feel free to email Daisy or I. I also thought I'd use this opportunity to allow you guys to book a one-on-one meeting with me. I'm going to get Daisy to drop my Calendly link in the chat. So if you guys have any bigger queries or you want to run through some stuff on My Easy Fares, if you want to run through some stuff on Visit Connect or the app, I'm happy to help and we're happy to book that meeting with you. I'm now going to show a quick video from PR.
Hi everybody, it's Greg Kopak here from Stone Junction. We are the STEM PR agency that is working with CHEMUK this year. We've worked with advanced engineering and lab innovations for the better part of a decade. Some of you may know me already. I'm looking forward to getting to know those of you that I haven't met so far. We are helping out with the show's media relations and promotions this year. But we're here for you as well. I'm going to run through just a couple quick things that you should know before coming together on May the 20th at the NEC. Firstly and primarily, there will be journalists prowling around the hall looking for a scoop. They look just like you or I, but the good news is you don't need to be afraid of them. If they're interested, they might even help promote your business for free. That's why we invite them in the first place. If someone does approach you, greet them as you would anyone else. They're probably coming to you because they think you can help with a specific topic that they want to write about. So ask them what it is that they're interested in. It will probably be something topical, sustainability, supply chains, change in regulations or something like that. And when you're talking to them, try and find a balance between what's interesting to you and your business and what might be interesting to the broader chemicals community as well. Quick note on social media, make sure you're posting about ChemUK in the weeks leading up to it, especially the people who are going to be there on the stand. Get on LinkedIn, let people know your stand number. You can take a look. It only takes 5 minutes a day. For other people who are talking about the show, interact with them, get those conversations started before you even turn up to build the stand. And of course, don't forget to use the hashtag ChemUK2026. Daisy and Elle will tell you if I've got that one wrong, but I think that's it. That's all. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great show. I'll be there. Look out for me. Greg from Stone Junction. If you have any questions about promotions, media material, journalists, you can get me on 01785 225 416 or my email greg@stonejunction.co.uk. That's all. Thanks so much, guys. See you at the NEC. Hi, everybody.
Hi guys, so I'm now going to pass this webinar over to Helen from Ops, where she will go through some of the Ops stuff before the lead up to the event.
Hi everyone, I'm Helen. I'm part of the operations team for the show. I'm just going to run through a few important bits of information that you'll need when preparing your stand for the show. My colleague Orion will also be in the chat, so if you've got any questions while I'm going through everything, just drop your questions in the chat and Orion can get back to you. So for the venue, we're at the NEC in Birmingham again this year. We're in Hall 5, which you can see circled there on the site map. It's really accessible from the train station and the airport. We're on the piazza side of the venue. And there's lots of hotels nearby. So there's the Moxie, there's Resorts World, which are all walking distance away. So just to run through a few pre-show essential steps, I'd really recommend that you read through our online exhibitor manual. This is where you can find all of the important show information. I'll show you what the manual looks like in a moment as well. Also take a look at our My Easy Fares web shop. You can order any of the necessary items for your stand on there. I'll show you what that looks like as well. Please make sure you do complete the compulsory operations forms for your stand. The deadline for these was the 30th of March. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure you complete those. I'll run through all of the forms that you need to complete as well. If you need to book any logistics requirements, you can do that through GES Logistics. They're our official logistics supplier for the show. You can book anything like storage, freight forwarding. You can book a forklift with them, and they'll also have a desk on site as well if you need to book any last-minute forklifts or anything like that. If you're a space-only stand, please make sure you submit all of your stand plans to the FAIR platform. This is what our Ops Squad, who is the health and safety team, it's what they use to approve your stand plans. So please make sure you submit all of your stand plans to there. If you haven't received your link to FAIR, I think the Ops Squad email address is on a later slide, so I'll show you that when that comes up and you can email them. So for shell scheme stands, these are the forms that you'll need to complete. So there's a health and safety form, there's a risk assessment form, and then please make sure you complete the site rules and induction form. So it's really important that everyone who will need access to the halls on site will need to complete this form individually. You'll then get a confirmation email once you've completed the form. And then when you come on site, you'll need to show this confirmation email to security. And they'll then issue you a wristband for access to the halls. You'll also need to complete a grid plan. This is compulsory for all stands, so even if you haven't ordered anything with us, please make sure you send over a grid plan. The template for this is on the exhibitor manual, so you can download that, complete the plan, and then send it back to us. This is just to show where you want your spotlights and power sockets to be installed on the stand, as well as anything that you order from us as well. So this is what a grid plan looks like. This is just an example. So you just need to draw your stand onto the plan, add your your power sockets, your spotlights. If you've ordered a storage room, add your storage room. And then if you've ordered like shelves or anything like that, add that to the plan. And then email that over to us, and we can share that then with our suppliers so that they put everything in the right place for you before you arrive on site. For space only stands, these are the compulsory forms. So it's again the health and safety form and the risk assessment form. And then again, it's the site rules and induction form. So it's really important that everyone who needs access to the halls, that includes stand builders, any contractors who are building your stand, they'll also need to complete this form individually. And then they'll need to show the confirmation form to security, who will then give them a wristband to access the halls. If you've got a space only stand, you'll also need to complete a grid plan. This is to show where you want your power sockets to be installed. But with space only stands, the power sockets aren't included with the stand. So please make sure, if you haven't done so already, you order your electrics on the web shop and then send us over a grid plan to show where you want these to be installed on the stand. Again, the space only stand plan submission will need to be submitted to FAIR. And there's the Op Squad email, so you can drop them an email if you haven't received your login to FAIR, and they'll be able to send you the link to that for you to upload your stand plans. So this is what the exhibitor manual looks like. That's where you can find all of the important information for the show. There's the timetable on there, information on delivery and traffic. All of the forms are there under the deadlines and forms section. You can download a floor plan, you can look at the site rules, and then we also have our contacts page, which has the EasyFairs team, but also our suppliers on there. So if you need to order anything directly with the NEC, you can find their details on there. So if you need to order rigging or catering, or Wi-Fi for your stand, compressed air, anything like that, you can order that directly with the NEC, which their contact details are on that suppliers page. So if you need to order items for your stand, you can view our web shop by going on your My EasyFairs portal. So once you're on the portal, if you click Manage Stand under the CHEMUK bit, and then click Manage Stand again at the top, and then you can go on Web Shop. So that will bring you up our My EasyFairs web shop that looks like this. On here, you can look at all of the items that you can order for your stand. So there's lots of different furniture items on there. If you need a TV screen or electrics, a storage room for the stand, you can order all of that through the web shop. When you order on the web shop, you don't pay for the things once you order it. We'll process the order, and then our finance team will send over an invoice for the items that you've ordered. The web shop will be closing on Monday the 11th of May. So if you do still need to order anything for your stand, please make sure you do so before that date. After this date, any orders will then need to be made on site, which will be direct with GES. And that's obviously subject to what they have available and their on-site rates as well. For shell scheme exhibitors, this is what you get with your stand. So you get the shell scheme walls, obviously the ceiling grid and fascia, which has got your name board on it, the carpet, and then spotlights and power sockets. And the amount of power sockets and spotlights depends on how big your stand is. So you can see at the bottom there the different sizes and how many spotlights and power sockets you get with the stand, depending on the size. For space only exhibitors, here's just a few regulations to run through, just so that you're aware when you're designing your stand. So only NEC approved tape can be used if you're laying your own flooring. There's also a 4-meter height limit to build to, and your walls must be dressed down to 2.5 meters from the top of the stand. This is because the shell scheme is 2.5 meters, so anything above that will be visible above the shell scheme. If you're having a raised floor on the stand, please make sure you also install a ramp. And if you're having rigging, there's a maximum of 6 meters from the ground for your banner to be hung. Again, all stand plans for space only exhibitors will need to be submitted on FAIR, and then Op Squad will issue you with permission to build once they've approved the plans. You can look at all of the full space only stand plans regulations on our space only page of the manual. If you're a space only stand and you haven't yet signed with a stand builder, or if you want to be a space only stand but you don't have a stand builder, we've partnered with Marsden Exhibitions as well as GES Show Ready and The Edit. So there's information on our manual on the space only page of what they can offer you, and it has links to their website where you can look at their options and their pricing as well. So just to run through the on-site timetable, on Monday the 18th for build up, space onlys will have access 10 until 6 and shell schemes have no access this day. And then on Tuesday the 19th, space onlys have access 8 until 8 and shell schemes 12 until 8. This is just to give our contractors a bit of time to install the shell scheme, install the carpet, the electrics, everything like that before you arrive on site. And then for the 2 show open days, on the Wednesday, exhibitors have access to the halls from 8 AM and then the show is open 9:30 until 5, and there's networking drinks 5 until 6. And then on the Thursday, exhibitors have access from 8 and the show is open 9:30 until 4. And then for breakdown, we'll go into breakdown at around 4:30 on the Thursday, as soon as we've got all of the visitors out of the hall. And shell schemes will have breakdown from 4:30 until 9 and space onlys from 4:30 until 10. And again, it's really important if anyone is coming for breakdown, like your stand builders or anything, they'll need to also complete the site rules and induction form to be able to access the halls. So to book your unloading slot, you can book your unloading slot on the NEC's voyage control booking system. This is just a screenshot of what it looks like when you book. So if you're a shell scheme exhibitor, you'll need to select shell scheme, and then you'll need to put in the booking code here in the booking code box, and then it will ask you to put in your vehicle type, and then it will give you the time slots that you can book. If you've got a space only stand, just select space only on the user type drop down, and then I have emailed all of the space only stands the codes to book on voyage control. But if you need me to send them again, then just drop me an email and I can send that over to you. Please make sure that you do wear your high vis and steel toe caps for build and breakdown at all times when we're on site. And for breakdown, there's no need to book a slot on voyage control. This will just work as a queuing system. So the NEC traffic team will filter the queue down, will filter vehicles down the queue by vehicle type. So no need to book a slot on voyage control for breakdown. Now for parking, parking is in East car parks 1 to 4, which is circled there on the site map. And this year, the NEC have introduced a new parking system. So there's no more physical passes. Instead, you'll need to book your parking online before you arrive on site. So you should have received 2 promo codes in an email from the NEC. I think they sent them out on Monday, so you should have had those by now. And this will enable you to book parking for the 2 open days. So each promo code will cover 1 vehicle for the full duration of the show. So you book, when you go onto the booking site, it will show just the 2 open days. So when you book the 2 open days with 1 code, it will give you parking for the whole duration of the show, including build and breakdown. Please make sure you do book these because they can only be booked in advance. You can't arrive on the day having not booked your parking. You'll need to book them before midnight the day before you arrive on site. If you've got any questions about your booking, about your parking booking, or if you haven't yet received your promo codes, please email the NEC directly. The NEC parking email address is just there at the bottom. For vehicle and machinery exhibits, if you're planning to exhibit a vehicle, or if you're bringing a machine requiring high-up inside the hall, or if you're doing any working machinery demonstrations on your stand, please contact my colleague Orion. He's dealing with all of these exhibits. His contact email address is just on the screen there. And you might need to provide some documents to be able to do this, but Orion will be able to let you know what he needs from you. So that is everything from me from an operations point of view. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the chat and Orion will be able to get back to you. Or if you've got any questions anytime between now and the lead up to the show, just drop us an email. The operations email address is just there on the screen and one of the team will get back to you. So thank you for joining. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the chat.
Like Helen said, we're going to stick around for about 5 minutes. If you've got any questions, we'll be able to answer them. Thank you so much for joining.